There is only one perfect solution. There are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Crazy Caleb, and today we are taking a look at a boss module, Encryption Bingo. So I currently have no modules along with on here as well. So what happens if there isn't any modules? This doesn't auto-solve. This is an interesting boss module, I will say that. It doesn't auto-solve because essentially what it'll do is it'll just keep rolling out new balls to put into the onto the stamp board until you get a bingo, essentially. That's literally what you have to do. But it is also important because this involves many of the different module encodings, perhaps, like Morse code, tap code, maritime flags, semaphore, pigpen, cube symbols, runes, wingdings, etc., etc. So this isn't one of the modules that I would learn at the beginning because there is a lot to it, and it has a lot of background knowledge that is kind of required to do this module, because you have to be able to know what kind of encryption is happening in each ball. So in this case, we are looking at semaphore, and it is also important to note that different codes and different encryptions correspond to different grids here. In this case, let's take a look at semaphore, and this corresponds to the first grid right here. Let's pop up a semaphore. We need to figure out what position, what letter this flag is displaying right here. So taking a look here, we have a north, east, and an east. Let's find that. That'll be a whiskey. So let's find whiskey on this chart. That would be a Charlie 1. We place that on the board, and the ball rolls down. Now this is a colored ball. What do we do for these? These are tap code. So taking a look at tap code, that was a 1 and a 1. So that would be alpha in this case. So going down here, since this corresponds to the same grid, that would be an alpha Bravo 5. This one here is going to be down here. That is the standard galactic alphabet. In this case, we are looking at a papa right now. It looks a little weird, but that is a papa. So going up here, let's find a papa in, but wait a second. We're looking at a different grid because, as you can see here, standard galactic alphabet corresponds to the second grid here. So like we said, let's find a papa in the second grid this time. So instead of pressing Charlie 3, we're going to press Echo 3 in this case. Taking a look here, these appear to be, and if I am correct, Chinese numbers. Yes it is. In this case, this is a 2 in Chinese counting. So we are going to stamp that square in Chinese reading order. So for Chinese reading order, we will start at the top right and read downward. This is considered position 1, not position 0. So reading downward and then going to the left each time. This is Chinese reading order. So pressing 2 in Chinese reading order will be right here. Aha! This is a symbol from gridlock. So this is a red diamond in this case. So in this case, what are we going to do with this? This corresponds to up and to the left. So based off of the last stamp that we've done, in this case, which was Echo 2, we're going to stamp the next one in that direction. So in this case, from Echo 2, we're going to go up and to the left, and that's where we're going to stamp. This is Braille. Taking a look here, Braille corresponds to the second grid. Braille is, this symbol is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This corresponds to a Quebec right here. So what area is Quebec? Quebec is in a Bravo 1. Taking a look here, these are rune symbols from Elder Futhark. Taking a look here, this is a J. This corresponds to a J, as it says here. So taking a look, since we're looking at the third grid, this would be Bravo 4. Getting close with a couple of these, I must say. This is Braille again. Taking a look at Braille. Braille this is an echo right here. So let's find echo. Ooh, we're getting really close. That's going to be a Bravo 2. This here is not Braille, actually. It's Fontana. Taking a look down here. Or no, excuse me, my bad. This is Fontana. This is New York Point. My apologies. So what we're going to do is we are actually looking for the black symbols in this case, the black dots. So taking a look, we have 2 at the bottom and 2 at the top, in reading order. That corresponds to a November in this case. So November on here is where? It's at an echo 4. So if we're going to press that spot, and the ball goes down. Another New York point. Wow. They really want me to solve this, I guess. So taking a look here, we have the first 2 at the bottom are black, and the last 3 on the top are black. So looking for those, for that, is a Romeo in this case. As you can see here, it corresponds to that. It doesn't show the white symbols, rather, it shows the black symbols, the black dots. So let's find a Romeo in New York Point, and this is a Echo 1. Wow, we're getting really close with a couple of these. This is another tap code 1. Let's listen to it. That's going to be a 5 and a 4. That's going to correspond to Yankee. Yankee in this area is a Charlie 4. This one is actually a play button, as you can see here. So this will correspond, if the ball has a play button symbol on it, it is a listening ball. And now what we need to do is identify which of these little things here, which these is on here. So let's listen.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please. So let's look around here. If I am correct, I believe that is indeed a MTA door warning because it is talking about doors. So in this position, we're going to input it on there. So in this case, this is a Bravo 3, and let's press that. The ball goes down, and we have a bingo. And just like that is a solved module. So I'm going to take a look at one more, and I'm going to show you how this corresponds to be a boss module. So let's take a look, and I'm going to pull up another bomb with some more modules on it. If my darn game would load, of course. But essentially what this bomb is, this module is essentially just a whole bunch of ciphers. And this is what it is. So, like I said before, it is important to know a lot of modules, or be able to recognize a lot of these modules, or similar ciphers. Let's take a look here. So now, we're obviously going to have a ball here, starting off with this, but it will only generate about 1 to 2 balls per solve. So in this case, we're looking at Morse code here. So in this case, that's a dot dot, and then the long black symbol indicates the end of the message. So a dot dot in this case corresponds to an India here. Looking for India in this table is going to be a delta 5. And just like that, the balls stop coming, because you know why? We gotta solve another module. So let's do that. And just like that, another ball comes out. So taking a look here, 04C. So I believe this corresponds to ASCII hex codes. Taking a look down here, 04C. Yes, it does, absolutely. So taking a look here, that is a Lima. Where does ACI? Here we go. It corresponds to this graph. So that was a Lima, so we're going to press an Echo 5. Just like that, another one comes out. Once again, we're taking a look at Chinese reading order. So in this case, let's remember from our Chinese counting tutorial that the 10 symbol, it's going to correspond to the multiple. So this is 2 times 10 is 20, and then your third digit, your second digit is going to be 20. So this number is a 25. So like we did in Chinese counting, or in reading order, we're going to count to 25. It is nice to note that there is only 25 squares in this grid, so we already know that our 25th one is going to be an alpha 5. Counting from here, 5, 10, 15, 20, and then 25. And just like that, we have to solve another module. Now, what happens if you decide to solve a module without getting rid of all your balls? Let's try that. Alright, need to clear that. No, restart it. Why am I struggling with this so much? I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm just dumb. Alright. Okay, there we go. So now, let's say we didn't... Let's just say we forgot, because we're idiots. And let's just solve this digital root and see what happens. So 4 and 5 is a 9. And 9 plus 8 is a 17. So no.
Not the answer, I'm afraid.
However, it does give us a strike because we did not input this last ball. If we solve before all the balls are gone, what we need to do, what happens is it gives us a strike. And as you can see here, we have a strike now. So let's actually get back to this. So if the ball has an arrow on it, stamp the first unfulfilled square that is needed in the direction from the most recently stamped. So our last stamp that we did was alpha 5. So let's go down and to the left, yes. So in this case, this would loop back around to an echo 1. This is a lobback symbol, for those of you who don't know. So taking a look here, this lobback symbol corresponds with Quebec. Quebec, in this grid, corresponds to a Bravo 1. And just like that, the ball stopped coming. Let's take a look here. This one. Right there. No, not that one. There we go. Oh, nasty. Okay. Oh, where are you? You put me in an interesting position. Hold on. Aha, here we are. There we go. Alright. Let's pull up a word search next. And just like that, the module solves and another ball comes out. Taking a look here, this corresponds, I believe I am correct. That's a Zoni symbol. Yes. So what happens is, if the ball has a number between 1 and 24, this is not a number, however. So, taking a look here, this is a Zoni letter. India, in this case. So, taking a look, let's find India on the grid. That is an Echo 2. And no more come out. Cool. Last digit is a 0, even, okay? Yankee, no, uniform, line. There we go. I just saw it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Next one happens to be another hex codes in this case. That's a 04 Delta. That is a mic in this case. Let's take a look. Mic corresponds to Alpha 2. This is not looking like the greatest one ever. This is back to New York Point. In this case, we are looking for the first three at the top and the last one at the bottom. Foxtrot in this case. So where's Foxtrot? Right here. Ooh, we're getting close. It'll only range from 1 to 2 bingo spots, so that's all you'll have to really worry about. Let's take a look at some other modules.
That's not it.
Okay. Another play button. Here we go. Those are scissors. So where are they? Scissors, right there. And that actually solves the module. If I did, however, happen to not solve a bingo before all the rest of the modules, it would do the same thing as it did before, where it just kept rolling out the different spots. So let's solve the rest of this bomb, and let's call it a day. Damage. JRHU. Alright. Jack-o'-lantern. No batteries. Information is not on the table, so that's going to be H. Yep. Crazy Talk. That's my name. Symbols. Here we go. Left, left, right, right. 6-1. And finally, emoji math. As always, thank you guys for watching. Stay crazy, stay cool, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Have a good day, everyone.